Hello, everybody. My name is Isaiah Sanchez, and the learning objective I chose to do my mini lecture on is to describe the differences among simple choice and discrimination reaction time situations. But before we can even touch on those subjects, you have to know what reaction time is and why it is important in human motor control and learning. When looking at measuring motor performance of a skill, there are two main categories when distinguishing and organizing the different levels of observation. These two categories are performance outcome measures, which is the category measuring the outcome after a person performs a certain motor skill, and performance production measures, which is a measurement of how different systems, such as the nervous, muscular, and skeletal systems, function during the performance of a certain motor skill. Reaction time falls under the category of performance outcome measures, while some examples for performance production measures include velocity, joint angle, and acceleration, to name a few. Now let's go over reaction time in the different situations. Reaction times can be defined as the measure indicating how long it takes for a person to prepare and initiate a movement, and it is the interval of time from when a stimulus or go signal is heard or seen to indicate a movement to be started and the actual initiation of that movement. A stimulus can be anything from a sound, light, or certain words spoken, and some of the most common uses of reaction time as a performance measure is to identify the environmental context a person might use while getting ready to produce a required action. Another common use of reaction time as a performance measure is to assess the capabilities of a person to anticipate a required action and decide when to initiate on that action. Now diving into the three reaction time situations, which are simple, choice, and discrimination reaction times. When looking at the simple reaction time situation, it can be described as a situation only involving one signal and requires one movement in response to that stimulus. An example of a simple reaction time situation is the sound of the gun going off and the beginning of a sprint in track and field, to the buzzer indicating swimmers to dive into the pool and start the race. The second type of reaction time situation is choice. The choice reaction time situation is when there is more than one stimulus or go signal, and that person has to respond while each signal has their own respective response as well. An example of a choice reaction time situation is deciding what shot to hit in a game of tennis or badminton, such as a backhand, forehand, or slice. Finally, the last reaction time situation I'm going to go over is discrimination. In a discrimination reaction time situation, there's also more than one stimulus, such as just like the choice situation, but there's only one response in this certain case. An example of discrimination reaction time situations could be seeing a variety of color lights, but only pressing a button when the light turns orange. Thank you.